decisions that are being made in the validation sessions are only to really make things even more efficient than they already are.
We went live on February 18th, on Wednesday, although the preparation for that go live actually started several years before that, as we first selected the system and then began to build and test and educate all the users about the system and communicate about the system and what was coming and set expectations. So it was several years of effort leading to the go live of Wednesday, when we brought over 150 practices live on this new ambulatory electronic medical record system. Over 150 of our colleagues are involved in staffing the command center. We committed to having the command center open before any of the practices start, which in some cases is as early as 7 a.m., and to have those resources available to the practices that are open into the evening, some of which stay open till 9 o'clock. We have representation from every aspect of the project: hardware, technical, education, application, and all the other areas represented in 2 shifts because we're operating the command center for such extended hours.
As time goes on and you get into the system and you start working through the different workflows, you're really finding different things that you maybe didn't know previously. So I think that's where we've really found it very useful to be able to call the users and go into their computers with them and walk through the workflows and make sure that they feel comfortable doing those things now in their home environments instead of the training environment.
So as the issues come in, we try and group them to see whether or not there are common themes. If there is a common theme, then we can build a tip sheet, sort of a 1 or 2 page document that we put on our SharePoint site, as well as send out to the end users through the formal communication pathways that have been developed. And then we also, one of the things that I think has worked phenomenally well is that twice a day we put out a newsletter that summarizes these common themes, as well as point people in the right direction as to, if you need more information, if you need the tip sheet, just click here and it launches right into that. By looking at the metrics on this large screen, we can see things like how many calls have come from the practices, what types of issues they're experiencing, and what their wait time is like. It's a great way to, at a quick glance, to make sure that we're staying on track, both from a technological standpoint as well as from an issue resolution standpoint.
And I think we all have the same goal, just to do whatever we can to make the system as best as we can for the health organization. I mean, ultimately, we're always told it's about the patients, and really it is about the patients.
There was a lot of anxiousness because of the unknown. We didn't know what Epic was going to bring. We were still waiting for training. Everybody was a little nervous. And I was trying to think of a way that we could show ourselves, our team support, and the fact that we were fully supporting Epic and ready to take care of our patients using it. A lot of patients commented how great the t-shirts were and they really liked them, and it was definitely a focal point. The training was wonderful. Having the super user champions here and having my staff, super users, and the site provider helping, it's gone relatively smoothly. We've had a few hiccups here and there, access issues, things not working the way they should, but the 8303 support for Epic has been wonderful as well.
Even though I had the experience with Epic, getting a Divergent was helpful in the office because we are working side by side and solving what we can and put those pieces of the puzzle together.
I absolutely love Epic. It's really going to help us patient care-wise to know right then and there, hospital discharges, ER visits, things that we had to take the time. Sometimes patients will come in and we didn't know they had just been in the emergency room, so we didn't have the ability to pre-plan something like that, and now it's right at our fingertips.